And y'all don't know what I went through.
Do you have a cart in your hands right now?
Nike Talk was that place that spiraled what you enjoy now.
Anyone who brought a Kobe shoe in, I would clean it for free.
Man, Melo was better than a lot of people in the league.
I saw that. My favorite jersey's that one, the Barkley.
Kobe fours.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 51, take two. This is the Dandin and RG Machismo podcast. This is Dandin. My homie, co-host RG Machismo couldn't make it tonight, but he did say what's up to everybody. So tonight we got the homie, good. I would call him a good friend from the Sneaker History Discord community. We got the homie Marrio Restores. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Doing great. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Hey, I gotta give him a disclaimer. Me and Mario actually recorded the first time like last month, and I had some computer issues. All my files got deleted, especially the episode that we recorded. So I apologize. That's why you didn't see an episode 51 in our archive. So this is 51. We're gonna post this, as soon as possible once we're done. So I sincerely apologize to Mario for the inconvenience.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
That's why we're running it back.
Man.
The conversation was so good. We're going to run it back for y'all and more.
Oh, yeah.
I mean? So enough about me. It's about you, Mario. So tell us more about yourself.
Well, my name is Mario Benuelos. I'm Marrio Restores, man. I've been doing this it'll be 8 years next year, and it's been awesome, and I'm slowly getting into that customization mode, and it's going good right now so far.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it says it on your cap, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mario Restores. So, we will definitely talk more about, like, your restoration, your customization. We got plenty of time to do that. So so just a little icebreaker from you, Mario. So tell us more. How did you get into sneakers? And which ones were your favorite growing up?
Oh man, I got into sneakers. The first time I noticed a sneaker was the Air Jordan 6. During the 91 playoffs, watching the Bulls versus the Lakers with my dad and my brother. And once I saw that black and infrared 6, it just it caught my eye. And I was just like, that's crazy. Like I can visualize myself just sitting there with my brother watching it in front of the TV, and it caught me. And I was just like, man, I was 6, and it was in my face, and then it was gone. And then I was just like, oh man, those are cool. But, being a 6, 7-year-old, it was just like, all right, whatever, next day, but after time, I saw the Air Jordan 7. I saw the playoff Air Jordan 7.
Not Raptors, y'all. Not Raptors. We're not talking about Raptors.
We don't say
Raptors. What did you talk about the 7s? What did you call them, Mario?
So you can call the Air Jordan 7 playoff edition. You can call it the playoff, or you can call it the shrug. You can call it the shrug 7s, because that's what happened when he was rocking those. Because there's been nicknames. There's the flu game. There's so many other nicknames for Jordans. I figure the playoffs is great, and the shrug 7s. That's a great nickname for it. So that's going to go out. Sneaker universe, make it happen. No more Raptors. No more.
Yeah. For me and Mario's age category, I mean, you can call us old farts. There was no Raptor in 1992. That team was expanded in 1995. That's 3 years later. So there's no association. Maybe it's like Jurassic Park colors. I don't know. But maybe the Toronto Raptors colors. But yeah, I mean, there's no distinction whatsoever. So
yeah. But growing up, man, just seeing different shoes that we couldn't afford that my parents were gonna buy me, but just seeing the white and infrared sixes, seeing the pumps, seeing the Bo Jacksons, seeing the even way back, seeing the Magic Johnson Converse, just seeing crazy shoes like that, just it really got me into sneakers. Seeing Martin and the Fresh Prince, seeing when whatever new shoe they were rocking, seeing like the Jamie Foxx show. He had an episode where they based the entire show around the Columbia 11s, like that. Seeing the Wayans brothers, their show, and Marlon always having like the craziest kicks, and I'm just like, man, like this is serious, and it just got me. It was one of those things. It went from Ninja Turtles to video games to sneakers, and it's just been sneakers, God, for the longest time, and it still is.
yeah, most definitely. I mean, pop culture during our time that was like a big influence, right? Like, I know there was a lot of influencers nowadays, but like I'll give you an example, like Cindy Crawford. A lot of she's a gorgeous supermodel, and then I think she was on MTV. I believe she was I think she had like an interview with Michael Jordan. She was wearing the Hair Eights. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then she was wearing Reebok pumps, the Michael Changs, like it was
Oh, yeah.
crazy. So, back then, it was just simple people. I don't want to say simple people. It was just regular actors, actresses, supermodels. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There was no influencers back then. I mean, the culture changed for the way it is now, but what me and Mario grew up with were the people that we saw on TV, on magazines. Like there was no
Oh,
internet back then. It was
yeah.
just like whoa, like you would watch Fresh Prince on NBC, and you see him, at the end of the final episode, with his hands like in his waist with the Columbia 11s.
Oh, yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? Or I think that he was wearing the penny ones, in that final season too.
Yeah,
When he
he was
was in the,
wearing those. He was wearing the Pippins. He was wearing the Nines. Like he had, they they had a lot of heat on him. And I can't forget A Different World
yep,
with Kadeem
Kadeem,
Hardison.
Kadeem Hardison, yep.
Yes.
He wore the Air Rifts, Jordan 4s, Air Flight Hirachis. Do the Right Thing was also an influential, movie as well. And man, it just tells us how old we are, pretty much. It is.
That's okay.
It's
That's
all right.
okay.
It's all right. It's all right. It's cool. We love sneakers. So, which ones were your favorite sneakers though? I know you like the infrared sixes. Was
Uh,
there anyone else, like any other sneakers that caught your eye, like growing up?
the, the playoff seven, man. The playoff seven. It was just that's the shoe that like got me. Like the infrared sixes like stopped me and made me notice. It was my first like, oh hey, I see that. But the playoff seven, like that was the turning point towards just like from, oh man, those are cool, to I need those. Like I need that shoe. And once we saw them once again during the playoffs, during the finals against the Blazers, me and my brother were just bugging our parents about it, and it's just like, come on, like anything, we'll do anything, do extra chores, like trash, like yard work, better grades, like we won't fight each other, just anything to get the shoes, because we were Payless kids. My parents weren't going to spend over $100 on shoes for us because they knew we were gonna do like every other kid did back in the day, played basketball, baseball, football, ran track, skateboarded in the same shoes year round, you know? So my parents were just like, no, we're not going to spend that money. But we just begged our parents so much. And then finally my dad broke down and he was just like, get in the car. And we didn't really know what was going on. And we ended up at Arden Mall in Sacramento. And we are just like, well, what are we doing here? We're getting you the damn shoes. And we were just like, you know, being young kids, like just overexcited, crying, happy and everything. And we get in there, we get into the store, and it was a Foot Locker. Foot Locker's been in Arden Mall since it's been open. Tried them on, it was just like, oh man, these are so cool. And then we noticed, oh hey, they have a shirt like to go with it. And it's like, oh wait, they have a hat that goes with it too. And we're there with our parents and we're like, come on, let's get the shirt, let's get the hat. And then my dad was just like, whatever, just grab it. And grabbed them, threw them on the counter, rang us up, came home, and it was like the craziest thing. Like one day at school, we're like the Payless kids. And then the following day, we're like decked out, you know, with the sevens, with the shirt to match, with the hat to match, and it was like the craziest thing. And it was just like, yeah, nah, like I'm the shit right now, you know, like being seven, but it's just like, yeah, no, I'm the shit. Like this is so cool, you know. But we did everything in those shoes. It was basketball, baseball, football. It was home run derby in the drive in the drive in the drive up. But we did everything in them, and like our parents said, what was going to happen happened. We beat them up, you know, and it was okay. Well, back to Payless shoes, and it sucked because it was just like, damn, like we were like the highest high, and then the lowest low. But I mean, that's just how it was, you know. That's what you did with shoes back in the day. You wore them, you beat them to the ground, you moved on. You know, no one, or at least I don't think anyone was restoring, like fully restoring shoes back in '92. You know, I mean, we were cleaning shoes. You know, we had the toothbrush. You know, we were getting after it. You know, with the soap and everything, not knowing what we were doing. We're just like, oh man, it looks cleaner, so it looks cool. But yeah, nah. So those shoes, God, the Indestruct, the Dennis Rodmans, man, like those were so good back in the day. Like I didn't get a pair. I tried, but I couldn't find my size because at that time I was a 15 at that time, and I just couldn't find any in my size at all. And one of my guys I went to school with in junior high, he had the white and the patent leather dark navy blue. Mm-hmm. And they just, oh my god, they look so clean. It was
the Sharkleys.
Yeah.
Sharkleys, yeah.
And it was just like, man, those are crazy. All the Grant Hills were crazy. You know, I had a pair of the Jerry Stackhouse, like those feelers. Like, like I love those. Those were awesome, you know. But yeah, those are some great shoes right
there. Man, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm have to add as well, like the 2002 retros, the playoff or Shrug Sevens. Those were like the best quality retro sneaker ever made. Mm-hmm. I mean, people can say, oh, 2001 black cement 3s, 2003 white cement 3s. No, like to this day, there's some people to this day can still wear a 2002 playoff sevens, and the quality is very good. Like suede nubuck.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm sure you still have your
I
pair.
still got my
You still
pair.
got your
I still
pair.
got my pair. I still got
Yep.
my pair.
Yep. So yeah, I remember like rain, sleet, snow. You know what I mean? Like that sneaker is indestructible.
Okay.
And what you and your brothers did, you and your brother did, you know, you wore them. That's what the purpose of the sneaker is. And yeah, I mean that's how it was back in the day. You didn't care about like being fresh, but having a taste of that sneaker, right? Like you have the matching hat, the matching
Oh man,
shirt.
it was the
You had
greatest.
that some sort of power, you know.
It was the greatest.
It was like swag
Oh yeah,
that you've never felt, you know what I mean? Never felt before.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
It,
That's
it was
why,
it was feeling the swag, but not knowing what it was.
yeah,
But it was just like,
you couldn't
I don't know
help
what it
it. You
is.
weren't. It's not like you were asking for attention. It was just doing it, you know, on its own, pretty much. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
like hey, those are nice sevens. You know, that's a nice
yeah,
fit, man. And then you know, like that's how you start making friends. You know,
yeah. Oh yeah,
back
no,
then.
definitely.
You know, so man, those are good memories. So next question to you, Mario. So how did you get into like restoring sneakers?
Oh man, I was what? It was 2014
Hmm.
and 4th of July, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna fit it out. So of course, I got my white shirt, I got my American flag shorts on, rocking the Olympic sevens
Ooh.
from 2004. And this was my first time wearing them. I unds them on 4th of July, and I was just like, all right, this looks awesome. So we're gonna wear it. Take an hour trip on a hot ass July 4th day, like always. Maybe we get there, maybe about 10 steps out of the car, I could feel my foot like something weird. And I'm just like, what the hell's happening? And I look down, I'm like, I don't see nothing. But then I take a couple more steps and then I look and I turn my shoe and the upper had separated
Oh.
from the midsole, the outsole. And I was crushed. I was just like, I don't know what the hell's going on because when I took them out of the box, I mean, they're brand new. When I bought them, I took them out, I looked at them, I sniffed them because that's what you do when you get new
Yeah.
shoes. I put them back in a box and I put them back on the rack. And that's just what, at that time, that's what I did. I would buy, look at them, put them on the rack and just forget about them. And so 10 years later, not knowing anything, I was just like, all right, I'm going to wear them. Took them out. They started separating on me. And luckily, I had a travel pair of slides with me. So I wasn't walking around barefoot, you know. But my wife saw that it was bothering me. And she was all like, well, see if people do that. And I was just like, okay. And then I found a guy who was affiliated with Kicks Unlimited out here in Sacramento. They're a sneaker boutique. And he restored, and I asked him, I was just like, well, how much is it to reglue shoes? And mind you, I'm a size 16, 17. The sevens were 16. And he was just like, well, it'll be $100. And I'm just like, ooh. Like at the time, I was just like, ooh, man, I don't know. So it's like, I really like the shoe, but I went and I checked all my other shoes because I have a lot from the early 2000s, and I had like 10 pairs that were starting to separate. And I was just like, I can't do this. Like, it's going to be too much money. Thinking about it now, $100 for a reglue really isn't that bad.
That's a good price.
Yeah, it's a great price. But my wife was just like, well, why don't you just go on YouTube and figure out how to do it yourself and save some money? And as always, great advice from my wife. I hopped on and I started watching John Manalo South of Sneakerhead, retro Snickers. Like, and I just kept on watching and watching and watching and rewatching, and I was just like, I think I could do this. I could try it out. So I got a little starter kit, you know. I just seen what they were using, and then just kind of followed their blueprint. And at first, it was just cleaning because I really didn't want to get into the re-gluing or anything like that. So just started cleaning. I was just like, all right, well, this is cool. I mean, I kind of know how to just keep shoes clean, you know. But once I started doing it, I kind of caught the bug, you know, and I researched it like an entire year before I actually started restoring. And then it went from doing my own, doing family, doing friends, coworkers, friends of coworkers, strangers, out of towners, out of staters, out of country, you know. It just got to there, and that's where we are, you know.
That's crazy. So you did stranger sneakers too?
Yeah, man. I just, you know, it's just either meeting people or just people just throwing my name out there and then them getting in touch with me. And then I'm just like, all right, well, let's meet up. Let's see what you got. And luckily, it wasn't like a bad situation. It was always just people just trying to get some shoes clean, you know? And that just kind of organically grew.
So the first sneaker that you restored was your Olympic 7. So how did that turn out?
Well, that's the thing. I never restored them.
Oh,
I never restored them. I basically took them off when I got, or put them back in the box when I got home. And I don't know if I'm like afraid to touch them, like, or if it's just like a mental thing where it's just like, well, that's the shoe that kind of got you started. So it's like, do I want to touch it? Like, I don't know. But no, the first one I did was actually a pair of the French blue sevens that came out in 02.
02.
Yeah. Yeah. My friend gave me his pair and they were beat. The toe caps were
Yellow.
like cheddar yellow.
Yeah.
Just bad. And I went to work at it, man, and they came out great. And he was like, dude, he was like, these are crazy. He was like, what'd you do? I was all like, at the time, I was just like, I don't know. I just kind of did what I saw. And he loved them and he was like, dude, you gotta start doing this. And I was just like, whatever, you know, I didn't really pay attention to it. And then, you know, messing around with other friends' shoes and them giving me money without me asking for it, you know, I was just like, all right, maybe I can make something out of this. And it just started to grow, you know, word got around and people kept on shooting my name out there. So, you know.
Yeah. That French Blue Sevens, you know, I think we talked about it the last episode that we recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll share it again. So you know, like that caught a lot of people's eye. A lot of people didn't like them. I remember seeing it in the Foot Action. And this is also telling about my age. The Foot Action needs to have a calendar of sneakers, right? There was a
Yes.
pull-out calendar.
Yes.
Upcoming
Yes.
sneakers coming out this year. So there was the same time with the playoff sevens came out with the French Blue sevens.
Yeah.
And long and behold, that was the era of, you know, throwbacks, jerseys, pinwheel fitteds,
Oh.
and there was a video with
Yeah.
Fabulous and Jagged Edge, the Traded Out Part 2 with Diddy. My God, like that's how I wanted you know, at first, like me and my homie I got the playoff sevens when it came out in 02. I was like, no, I didn't want those. And then the Fabulous music video came out. Like, damn, them shits look good. Like he was wearing a throwback Kobe Bryant jersey, with a
Yeah.
turquoise bandana. And
Yes.
oh my
Yes.
God. And then you know the big ass shorts too. With you know
Yeah,
Jagged
man.
Edge just chilling by the porch. Oh my God. It was done. Like I needed a pair. So yeah, I definitely know about the yellow cheddar, you know, toe box, because
Oh man.
I think you told me I think you said that you instead of, I know people where they were painting over it, but I know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about like you shaved it, right?
Yeah, I filed it down with a
Filed
nail
it.
file. Yeah, because I didn't know how to clean it at first. I was scrubbing it using just elbow grease, just going after it. And it got lighter, but it didn't really get back to white.
Hmm.
And then I was just messing around with the nail file. I was like, well, let me try this. And it started looking better. I was like, wait a minute. I was all like, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. And it didn't really mess with the texture or anything. It just like slowly like sanded down that that yellow tint. And I was just like, wow. I was like, it looked brand new. And I was just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna keep this in my bag over here and just bust it out every once in a while. But yeah, nah, they came out crazy, man.
Who would have thought a nail file would be
Dude,
the restorer for the French
yeah.
resellers?
I find so many different little hacks with restoring, and it's just like it's it's not really like some things you're not supposed to do, but it's just like, hey, I got to try to see if it's
Yeah.
going to work or not. You know, a lot of trial and error goes on when anyone's restoring, especially when they're learning how to restore it. So I gave it a shot. It worked out, and I'm gonna always use it every once in a while.
There you go. I know you got one in your pocket too, Mario. A nail file, not just for your nails, but just
I keep
so,
them, man. I keep them. I keep them on deck, handy, ready to go.
got one in the glove compartment. You know what I mean. You got it in your keychain. You know,
Got to.
when you least when you least expect it. So, nice segue towards that. So, what were the challenges for you as a sneaker restorer that in that business that in that business? So, what was the challenges that you faced currently, and what you did and also before?
Uh, I would say, like organically getting your name out there. Like like you could go two ways about like getting into restoring or even reselling, stuff like that. You can buy your followers, or you can let them organically grow if you're not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I get followers every once in a while. I don't get followers. It doesn't bother me. But I didn't go out there and buy 10,000 followers or anything like that. So just kind of organically getting my name out there and meeting people and talking to different people. I'm not really like a social person that much.
Hmm.
In the beginning, now I'm a whole lot better. As you can see, I'm talking to you, you know.
There you go.
But in the beginning, I wasn't really like that. I would just like I'm kind of shy around new people. It's just like, oh hey, you got shoes, need to clean, okay, take them. I'd go home and just work on them, and then come back, give them to them. Okay, here you go, I'm out. You know, so just like meeting new people, organically growing the business, and learning different skills, and also learning to say no was was difficult in the beginning. I still have trouble with it, but I'm getting better at it because it's just like a lot of people, their heads get big when they start like going pretty good, and it's just like, oh man, I'm doing really good. I'm pumping these cleanings out. I'm getting these repaints out, and it's just like I can do everything. And it's just like you see all these messages or all these texts like, oh hey, I need this done, I need this done, can you take this 10 order, can you take this 5 order, can I drop these shoes off to you? Oh yeah, no problem, no problem, I got room, no problem. When time comes, like you're gonna drown yourself because sometimes you're gonna take shoes when you just can't do it, and either they thought they were going to be done faster than they were, or they just want them faster. And it's just like, I'm drowning over here. I got too many shoes, and sometimes people like restorers get into a thing. I see a lot of young restorers do this where they'll take on a project just to take on the project because it's a certain shoe. It's a Zen Yeezy. It's a Red October. You know, it's a Blink. It's a 85, one. And they'll go to a Facebook group and ask, "Oh, hey, how do you do this?" Or like, "What's the color match on this?" And I see a lot of young guys do it, and they get tripped up. It's just like, I get that, yeah, you want that on your portfolio, but it's just like, if you don't know what you're doing, don't take a shoe that's worth $3, 4, 5, 6, 10, $20,000 because it's not going to end good if you mess that shoe up. If you don't have the money to repay or buy another pair, like, don't do it. Like, take the time, do the research, watch something over and over again, get the knowledge, and then practice on something that you got of your own. And then just be like, all right, I'm confident enough in my skills. I'm going to take that in. Or the next time someone asks me to do it, like, I'll be able to do it confidently and just be like, yeah, no, I can do that. I can re-dye that Red October. I can repaint all those different shades of red on that Red October. But I do see a lot of people doing that, and it's just like, that's not the way to go. Make sure you know how to do something before you take on a project, because all you need is just one pair that you just mess up, and all that good work just goes away. Just from that one time thing, and you can just do everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he said, like, reputation is key, right? And customer satisfaction too. Those come hand in hand. So like, once you do a good work, then they'll say, oh yeah, my homie needs to restore this, that. It's, I think with you, it's word of mouth. That's why, like you were saying, you weren't worried about getting followers. Followers will take care of itself. Your work speaks for itself, right?
Yeah.
So that's why the business drives itself on its own organically. So like you're saying, it's important that way, rather than just, like you're saying, buying your audience, buying the followers. I mean, you can tell definitely that these 15,000 followers, they don't give two craps about the sneaker because they were bought off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
yeah, and like you do great work. We'll definitely talk more about that. So next question for you, Mario. So what's the most easiest sneaker to restore and the most difficult one?
I would say the most easiest one to restore are the foam posits. If you're gonna ice a sole, it's really easy. You tape off the traction pods, and what I use for the traction pods is I use vinyl instead of masking tape on the traction pods, because it doesn't leave any of the tape residue when you take it off. So any new restorers out there, or any restorers out there that use masking tape, don't go to vinyl. You'll appreciate it. But re-glues are really simple on foam posits. Cleanings are really simple on foam posits. So I would say that's the easiest one to restore. And God, I want to say the hardest one to restore is the Air Jordan 15s. Because there's not like any videos really on it on YouTube or anywhere out there on the internet. So I have two pairs that I broke down, they're personal pairs, so I'm taking my time learning how to do it the correct way. And it's a lot of work, it's a lot of pieces, it's a lot of delicate material, being that they're over 15 years old, so yeah, Air Jordan 15 it's a monster.
Oh, I can tell, because that inner line booty and the way it's constructed, it's like a tongue, right? Like tongue is like sticking out,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
you
definitely.
stick your foot on there like a sock, and there's so many components of stitching. And it's glued in, and it's crazy. It's a nice shoe.
Oh yeah.
I had the Flint Grade 15s. That's one of my
Oh, those
favorite
are so
sneakers.
clean, so clean.
And is that the sneaker that you were talking about that you're trying to restore?
No, no, actually, I got the low top white navy 15s,
Okay.
and then I also have the East Bay exclusive white and midnight navy 15s.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, I lucked out, and I got those for player price on eBay. I got the mids for I want to say $45
Good God.
all the way around. Man, I lucked out. I lucked out, and the lows I got for $30. Dude, I saw it because I mean, like any older sneakerhead, it's the hunt. I'm always hunting for something I wasn't able to afford,
Yep.
or so it was just I got a lot of eBay like listings that I follow, and I follow 15s. And once my size pop up, I'm always watching. I'm always waiting for the price go down, and then I just hit them, and hopefully I win the bid or they just outright sell them to me. But yeah, no, I came up big with those.
Yeah. I mean, it's the hunt, right? Like the hunt and like the nostalgia,
Right.
watching NBA players back then as sports athletes, always wanting, wishing one day you would have them. Now, like you have them, it's insane, right? And
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
the second battle is for you to restore them, having it in wearable condition.
yeah,
I
definitely,
mean,
definitely.
breaking
I
necks.
just what's that? Sorry.
No, no. I mean, to break necks. You know what I mean?
Oh God,
Not for the
that's
follows. It was breaking necks.
man, that is so true. I and that's the thing. I'm the type of sneakerhead to where I like buying older shoes, but I like to wear them.
Yep.
I don't want to buy them and just set them on the mantle and like those are mine now. No, I gotta wear them, because that's the entire reason why I wanted them in the first place. I wanted to rock them. I
There you
wanted to
go.
be able to take them to the mall and break necks, just walking up and down with my friends, back in the day.
Hmm.
Now it's totally different. I don't even bother going to the mall, but I'll still just rock them around the house or walk them to one of my daughter's soccer games or something. But yeah, no, I love just going on the hunt and finding something that has been on my mind for the longest time. It's just like, man, if I ever find them, like I'm gonna buy them. And sometimes I get lucky, and especially for my size, being a 16, 17, like it's hard trying to find like OGs, but when I do, I got to go for them.
Exactly. Yeah. Because you'll never know when you'll come across something like that again, right? And you
No,
have that, and we all had that instant regret, like, damn, like why did I just place a bid? You know,
definitely.
the worst they can say is no, right?
Yeah, exactly,
You know.
exactly. No, they're getting all of my bids. They're getting all of my bids. They'll get all 4 or 5 of my bids, no matter what
There
it
you
is. They're
go.
gonna get
You
my
get
bids.
5 tries, people.
Exactly.
Do all 5
Exactly. You know,
increments of a dollar or some cents.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna work. We're gonna work
stick
together
to the
to
price
find a
that you
medium.
exactly. Stick to the price point. That's key. Never go above the means. Always go what you believe that the true value is. So
Exactly. And I tell people, I message people, and I just like, look, like I know that's a 15, 20-year-old shoe. I'm gonna put so much more money into it.
mhm.
Like, just drop the price
Yeah,
down. Like it's gonna cost me money to restore
yeah.
it.
Help me help you, right? Like Rod Tidwell. Help me help you to Jerry
Yeah,
Maguire.
exactly.
Help me help you. Let's help each
Exactly.
other out.
You know,
You want to keep paying these eBay fees? Let
You
me let
know?
me just let me put you out of your misery. Let's do it. You know what I mean? If you want to waive the free shipping, you don't even gotta send it to authenticator. Just send it straight to me. All right, let's cut the corners.
Oh, serious, man.
All right, so we'll get to the fun part, Mario. So I
Yeah.
knew you through the Discord, and we got some great people in the community. So you've been a Discord member for Sneaker History. So explain to everyone what it means to you to meet people that have the same passion of sneakers. Um, there's other things too, like life. We talk about being as parents. And the different things that they talk about. So explain like what sneaker history means to you.
Oh man. Sneaker history is something I never thought I would find. You know, I was for the longest time I was no new friends. Like if I didn't know you for a decade or longer, I wasn't rocking with you. Like that was just me. But I met Nick on Instagram because I saw he posted something about there was some Soul Collector collab that he did. I think it was the when he worked for Soul Collector and they did a collab on the Penny Twos.
Oh yeah.
And he was saying that he had 916 like hidden in the shoe and the details. And I'm just like, is he from SAC? You know? And then I saw him, he posted something and he asked a question and I answered it and he hit me back. And we were just talking back and forth and all from SAC and just talking about all these different places we kind of knew. He's a couple years older than me, but he was like, "Oh hey, like I have this Discord, like you should check it out." And he sent me the link. I hopped on and like it was kind of different at first, just going through it, not really knowing how it worked. And I really wouldn't say anything. I would just kind of peep and look and not really talk to anyone. And then he ended up having me on a sneakers combo with God. I was on with Cousteau. I was on with Russ Bankston.
Whew,
I was
man.
on with Ian. Like all these names, like Ian Stonebrook, like all these guys, and I'm just me. I'm just and and when he did that, I was just like I was like stuck for words because I'm just seeing all these people on the screen talking, and I'm just like, yo, that's Russ Frankston. Like, yo, that's Cousteau. Like, I've read what Ian wrote before. You're like, it's crazy. So it's just like I was just kind of being a fly on the wall and just listening to all of them. But once I did that, I got more comfortable with, just being online with people and meeting and commenting on different threads in the Discord. And it was really cool because I was just like, man, like I thought like one, I would never meet like new friends, but like how easy it would be making new friends like past like 30, past 35, past 36. And it's just like, it's crazy just being able to meet you, you know, meet Barry, and Nick. Like Nick moved from LA and he's back here in SAC. And every once in a while we'll go get burritos together and just shoot the shit,
Yeah.
like it's the coolest thing. But it's like meeting so many different people on there and just talking with, especially when we do the community calls, you know, like being able to talk to Dalton. He's all the way out in Pennsylvania. Or Drew, he's out in I think what, Jersey
Jersey,
or New
yeah.
York, New
New
Jersey.
York. Yeah, I think New Jersey,
Greg,
Jersey. Yeah.
yeah, being able to talk to Greg, and it's just like it's crazy. All these people from so many different ethnicities, religions, political beliefs, just mesh because of sneakers. It's it's like the craziest thing. Like I would never see myself like 5 years ago, I would never see myself talking to all these people because it just me. But like those are my guys, you know? like those are my guys. Like I made a custom color for Dalton. Like he likes rocking purple. I made a custom like color, a shade of metallic purple that's called Dalton purple. Like that, like I made that for him, and whenever I put it on anyone's shoe, like that's the Dalton purple.
You want the
You know?
DP or you want the
Yeah,
purple?
yeah. You know, but it's like it's the greatest thing. It's meeting new people from different states, different countries, you know, and just having one thing in common, but be able to like be in the dad club like thread. You know, you sharing stuff about your boy, me sharing stuff about my girls, and everyone else sharing stuff about their kids, and that that's like really cool. You know, just seeing just different different dads doing different things with their kids. That's cool. Seeing Clint, you know, just coming up with his jazz, you know, like
Yeah.
he hit me to like this music, this track he had on I think it was Spotify. And it was just like just just like a little mix that he made. And I was just like, man, I was like, this is crazy. And like Clint's like a what is he, like what, in his 50s? Like late 40s, early 50s, you know? And he's like the coolest cat.
Yeah.
you know? You know, but it's just like it's meeting all these different people and then just be like getting close with them and getting close with them just from doing this, you know, being on a Zoom. And it's crazy, but I love it, man. It's opened me up to so many different things I didn't think I would be able to do or want to do. But now it's just like, oh man, like I can't wait to do a meetup in the Bay Area to meet Keith and to meet God. I met Varian already. I met him a couple of times already. But just being able to go out there and just hang out and just like, yo, like I haven't known you for that long, but you're my guy, you know? And it's so cool. It's so cool. It's not a bunch of bullshit, you know. It's just a really cool place. And you and everyone else should go and join the Discord. Sneaker history. Sneaker history. Where we at? Where we at? Right here. Sneaker history.
Yep.
Join the Discord. All right. You'll love it.
Exactly. Hey man, that's great. You know, this is crazy. Um, yeah, I mean, it's great that, you know, we all got to like meet each other and um, you know, it's just cool. Like we're just, you know, being organically like cool with each other and there's no like stranger danger going on or anything. You know what I mean? Or oh, like I don't think this is like the cool thing about like, you know, having my posting my kid playing so you know what I mean? There's nothing with that.
Yeah.
Everybody's cool with each other and you know, it's great that we all can talk everything and anything, talk about personal life, family life, jobs, you know, things that
Yeah.
we all do. And it's great, you know. I think it's great that we get to do these things, and yeah, I mean, you know, all walks of all different, you know, gender, color, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
that's thrown out of the window, man. Like we all love sneakers.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're like an avid collector or a collector that you're just trying to get out, you know, get out of the collection. You know, a lot of people, a lot of great people. Shout out to, you know, like Robbie and Pappy, Pappy Hour, and
Yeah.
So many people, man. Like
Rowan,
yeah,
Mike,
Rowit and
Nick, AJ,
AJ
Matt,
and
yeah, Adam,
yeah,
yeah.
Kuya
All those
Kuya
guys
from
are awesome.
Australia. That dude is crazy with his fits and
Yeah, man.
his knowledge for sneakers is insane, man. Like
Yes.
it's
Yes.
insane, and the shit that he gets, like at the thrift, at the Australian thrift,
It's
I just
crazy.
shake my head. Oh,
It is
this
crazy.
is $10 USD. Like what the fuck? You got some Boca Juniors for $10? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. It
So
is so
like
awesome. It's so
I'm just
awesome.
perplexed, you know what I mean? But um yeah, so like, there's so many avenues too. Yeah, I know I think we talked about it, and I wanted maybe if you want to bring it up. I know there was you did a restoration, not a restoration, you did a customization, right? If you want to share that to a celebrity actor. It was at a local golf tournament. So did you want to just share that story?
Yeah, yeah. I actually I was able to I was able to do a custom for Steve Malbon of Malbon Golf.
Hmm.
And I like this entire past year, like I've been saying it since, oh God, October, November, December last year. I'm like, hey, this next year, like I'm gonna go heavy into customs. Like I just I want to get into that lane because I have so many like ideas where it's just like I have to get them out onto a shoe. Like if they look like shit, they look like shit, but they're my ideas. I need to see them on a shoe, you know? And I'm just like, I'm going big game hunting. Like I'm going for pro golfers. I'm going for brands, like owners, like anything. I'm jumping in and I'm going. And I hit Malbon up. I was just like the simplest DM. I took some advice from Nick and I took some advice from Cousteau. And I was just like, look, I don't know the who, what, when, where, why about it, but someday I'm gonna do a custom pair of golf shoes for you and or your company. And I said, have a great day. Left it at that. He hit me within the hour, ready when you are. And like it stopped me in my tracks. I was just like, yo, I was like, this is crazy. So we just got to talking and he was just like, oh, well, this is my size and this is what I have. I was just like, I already got one here. I was all like, I'll knock something out for you. He's like, perfect, no problem. And then I was talking to a couple other golfers who are in the golf space, and they were all like, hey, man, if you're going to be going to this celebrity golf tournament in Lake Tahoe, like have a pair just to give to an actor or one of the golfers that's going to be playing in the event. And I was just like, all right, I'll try it. And then like literally I looked at every single person on the list. It was close to 100 people. And I tried DMing everyone on that list. No one got back to me. And my man Nick blessed me with a pair of size 13 smoke gray Air Jordan 1 like golf shoes. And he was just like, dude, do whatever you want to them, sell them, post them, whatever. Just do whatever you want. And I was just like, all right. So I had him. I was just like, well, what actor wears the 13? And it was so hard to find out an actor that wore a size 13. So I went down the entire thing, and luckily Anthony Anderson from Blackish, he wears a size 13, and he's going to the tournament. So I was just like, all right. I knew he had just graduated Howard University not too long ago. I knew he was in a fraternity, and I was just like, all right, like I kind of got an idea of how I wanted to go, what type of custom I want to do, and then I always listen to music when I'm working on shoes, and I just throw on YouTube just old school hip hop, and then the Run DMC Down with the King with Pete Rock and CL Smooth came on, and before I looked at it, I saw CL Smooth, and he was rocking out, driving his verse, and he had the old HBCU Howard University sweater from back in the day, where it had all the different threading throughout the hoodie, and it was black and gray. And I was just like, I'm gonna do my custom off of that. I was just like, I can visualize it, and I was just like, all right, I got to get this done. So I made a couple of stencils on my machine and kind of laid it all out, and I was just like, all right, and I just started going. Luckily, I got them done. I took both pairs with me to Lake Tahoe.
Damn.
I had them in the spectators approved clear bags, but I had them in the shoe boxes still. I'm happy. I got my fit on. I made some custom all yellow Air Jordan 1 golf shoes for myself. So I'm up there ready to go. Walk up, show my pass. Security stops me. Hey, what are those? Oh, well, these are customs. They're for Steve Malbon. These are for Anthony Anderson. You can't bring those in here. I'm like, why not? Like, I made them for them. They're going to play. And he was like, do you have clearance? And I'm all like, no. And he was all like, you got to take it back to the car, man. And I was just like, it sucked at first. And I was just like, all right, this isn't going to stop me. So went, threw him back in the car, went to the practice tees, and luckily I stayed there until Anthony Anderson came out. Once he got close enough, I yelled out to him. I told him what happened, and he was like, dude, it was like, what the fuck? I was just like, I don't know. You know, he sent his son over, gave me his information. I gave him mine. He gave me his address, and I shipped them out to him the next day. And it was like, I know he's doing other stuff on the East Coast, so I don't know if he's even seen them yet, you know, but I shipped them to some house out in California somewhere, you know, but like that was crazy, you know, and I'm just like, I plan on being on a golfer's feet by the end of this year. It's gonna happen. I don't know who. I don't know if it's for the Live Golf Tournament. I don't know if it's for the PGA. I don't know if it's for the LPGA. I don't care. It's gonna happen. Like, I'm speaking this into existence. Like, I'm gonna be on a pro golfer's feet, like at the tee box. NBC Sports is gonna be showing the clip, and they're gonna be on there. It's gonna happen, you know. But yeah, nah, it's been good the last couple of months. It's been crazy, but it's been good.
Yeah, I mean, I got. Unfortunately, that it would have been dope if you were able to give that to Anthony Anderson, on that day, and too bad that things didn't work out the way it was. But yeah, I'm confident, and we're all confident that your work will continue to speak for itself, and it will continue to open at new avenues, new opportunities for you. So yeah, I mean, I think sky's the limit for you, Marrio. Just continue to continue to be humble, continue to be yourself. And you're doing great, man. Like, I enjoy conversations with you on the Discord and talking to you on IG, just talking, hey man, how's everything going? And we kind of catched up a little bit briefly. I know me and you were pretty busy with our families and our kids, so before I let you go, I wanted to see. We're talking about pickups, so I wanted to see like what pickups you've had
Oh
since we've
man.
last spoken.
Okay. This is the hunt. This is the hunt. This is player price. This is all of that wrapped into one. Okay.
Let's
I
do
just
it.
got these in today. They weren't supposed to come until Monday from Florida, but I don't know how they got here so fast, but they got here and I'm happy to open them up. Let's see
Oh
what
man,
we
it's an
got.
unboxing. Let's
Let's see
do
what
it.
we got here. Okay.
This is live, people. Oh
Ooh.
man, that reaction. I see the
Oh.
gloss. I see the gloss in your face, Mark. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
the the East
50.
Bay.
East
The
Bay
East Bay.
exclusive. Yeah, those are the. Oh my
The
god.
East Bay exclusive.
Jeez. Those are the TBs,
Yes.
man. The team basketball Jordan 15.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh man, these are so good.
Those are sick. I remember seeing
Oh
damn.
man.
I think it was probably either Mike Bibby. He had them on. I think he had the low tops.
Yeah, he had the low tops. Oh man, these are so good.
But good grief, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And
These
is
are
that and is
crazy.
that your size, Mario?
Yes, it is.
Oh god.
It is. This is so good. So good. Size 17 from 99.
Goodness gracious.
Oh man.
There's
That is
not usually that glossy part where the red is. That usually like you can see a lot of like wear and tear. There's no wear and tear in that. Like that's
no.
straight. Good. And
That is,
there's no yellowing. Usually there's some yellowing and the red.
there's a little bit. There's a little bit. It's because
Yeah.
my light is all
No,
messed up.
that's all good. We don't need to edit
This is
nothing.
yellow.
Yeah,
Like this is yellow right here, but that's easy. But
that's
yeah,
easy. Oh my God. That is
this
insane.
this right here is the hunt. That's this.
That's
Okay.
what we do. That's
If
what we do.
if people are wondering like what the hell is the hunt?
That's
This.
the hunt. So
This is the hunt.
if I don't mind asking you, Mario, how long was that within the negotiations from start to finish?
Dude, I got so lucky. I'm not gonna lie. I saw these things Sunday night. We agreed on Tuesday, no, not Tuesday, Monday morning, we agreed. Like, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. And he was going to send them out, but it was Columbus Day. So he wasn't able to ship them out, but he shipped them out on Tuesday. And here they are.
Damn.
Oh,
How's the
God.
right foot? Can we see the right foot?
Right foot's already separated.
Okay.
So that ain't too bad. I already told him about it. Or he already told me about it. So that's all good.
Oh man.
Which I knew they were going to be separated. So that's not a problem at all. So
It's
got
all
the
good. That's
toe cap
nothing.
right here, but metallic still.
Yeah. And it looks like the outsole, there's no, I mean, I see there's some dirt, but there's not like much wear. Yeah, there's still traction, lots of
Oh yeah,
traction.
no, perfect traction. Nothing wrong with traction, just dirty.
Yeah. So the $1 million question is, Mario, how long will it take you to fix those, and when will we see them on your feet?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but I, God, I don't know. They look. I want to get them done quick, but I am booked up right now with
Yeah.
a lot of. I got a lot of customs I'm working on and a lot of restorations I'm working on for customers. Well, I don't know. I don't know. These might have to jump the line. I don't know.
Well, you are your own business, so you
Nah, I'm
know.
not. I'm playing. I'm playing. I won't do that. But no, these are gonna give worked on.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that's so
Jeez.
good. I
Those are
didn't.
beautiful.
And I just I seen I'm working on another one. I can't even talk about
All right.
it. but I seen these a long time ago. There was a spread with Gilbert Arenas when he was on the Arizona Wildcats.
Yep.
And he was rocking these.
Mm-hmm.
He was rocking this exact one, and I was just like, where did those come from? Like, when those come out? And then I started digging into it, and it was just like, oh, the East Bay exclusive, is the white and red, the white and pine green, the white and purple, and the white and black, and the white and UNC colorway. And I was just like, oh man, like those are crazy. And luckily, last year, I was able to acquire the white midnight navy version of this. And now I got these, and I might be getting another pair of East Bay exclusives. But to be continued. To be continued.
To be continued, right?
To be continued. But these are crazy. These are crazy. I gotta put them away because I'm smiling too much right now. Those are crazy. And the laces are still perfect. Got the silver tips. Good to go. Man, those are awesome.
Yep.
Sorry about my
I just
excitement.
pulled them up too, right there. That's it.
That's it right there.
That's
and the
it.
point guard with the low tops.
Yep.
I'm trying to find those.
Jason Gardner. Yeah, you got to get those.
Oh man, because I got the white and navy low tops. I need the white and red low tops.
There you go. The hunt continues, people.
The hunt is always on. It's always hunting season.
Man,
it's always hunting season.
My God, man, you just broke the internet, Mario. I mean, jeez.
Hey man, it's serious. It's serious, man.
That smile won't go away. It's just once you open up, whoa, that glow. You're like, whoa.
It's 2001, man. I was a junior in high school, and everything was just like, I need those. I need those. I need those. I need those.
Yep.
I still got my Bread 11s from 2001. I still intact. I still wear them. Like they're perfect to me. Like I was like, it was just a really good time for sneakers. The cool gray 11s came out around that time, and one of my high school friends, Spotlight, football player, his dad knew someone at Nike or was related to someone at Nike. He had the cool grays a year and a half early. Dude, I did not know what they were at all. I'm sophomore year, they came out in 01.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not know what they were. And walking down the hallway, that shit stopped me in my tracks. And I broke my neck so hard. And I was just like, I'm hollering out his name.
Paralyzed.
I'm just like,
hey,
what the fuck? Like, what? Like, where? How? What? Relative, man. Don't worry about it. And I was just like, nah, I'm getting those when they come out. He was like, oh, they'll be out next year. I was like, oh. Fast forward, holiday season came out. I was just like, nah, that's me. Like, I'm getting them. And I got them, and oh, man, they were so good. I hooped outdoors with them. I didn't even care. I beat them to the ground, but they were so clean, But it was just that around that time, the 99, 2000, 01, 02, 03, it was just some heat, man, some crazy heat. And that's just one of those pairs. And when I saw those 15s, I was like, nah, I gotta have them, and now I do.
Wow. Well, you left me with no words, Mario. I'm speechless. Now maybe I want to get a pair of 15s now. I want to get some TVs.
Hey, man,
Maybe get
gotta
some
do it.
maybe get some obsidians, you know. I mean I know the obsidians, I think didn't they retro?
They did retro a couple years back. I actually had that pair
Okay.
in high school. That pair was clean. Those were tanks. Those were winter rainy season tanks. Those were awesome. But I always wanted that Flint Gray pair because I just thought they looked so clean.
It was.
I just thought they looked so clean, man, and I could never get them. But oh man, they were good. They were good.
Yeah. So if I see something on Mercari or like
Oh
OfferUp in a
yeah.
17, you'll make sure you answer your messages. So
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I
man,
will. I will, dude. I'm always hunting every app possible. I'm Grail,
yeah,
Macari, Poshmark, Goat. I'm all over it. I'm all over it hunting.
there you go.
You know.
There you go. All right, Mark. So that pretty much wraps it up. So where can they find you on your social medias?
Oh God, you can find me Instagram Mario_restores, uh, Twitter Mario_restores, TikTok Mario_restores. That's where you're gonna find me. You can email me at mariorestores@yahoo.com. Uh, if you want to send anything to me, please send detailed pictures of what you want done. If it's a cleaning or a restoration or a repaint, that helps me out so much more being able to give you a rough estimate on the work. You know, if you want a custom done, reach me at any of those places and I'll be able to help you out with that.
And last question for you. What's your current booking right now? You said you're booked right? You're fully booked right now?
Uh, currently, I am only open for cleanings.
Okay.
I'm completely booked with customs and restorations right now, but cleanings I can knock out and get them out the door. But restorations and customs, I'm booked.
That's dope.
luckily booked.
Man, I still can't get over that Jordan 15. Because I'm a Nike basketball head too, like you are, you know. And one day, we will talk about the Foamposite Max one day in the 17.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It'll
They're in
be
the
there.
cut. They're in the
They're in the
cut. I
cut.
got them.
I know. I know you're looking for them. So
Oh yeah,
somebody got them.
yeah,
They're just waiting to be posted on eBay or
yeah.
Mercari or
It
OfferUp.
it's gonna happen.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen
It's
later.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, so thank you so much, Mario. For your time tonight. I'll see you at the Discord.
Oh yeah,
Talk
no,
more
definitely.
about it. Shout out to
I
the sneaker
appreciate you having me
history.
on.
Yeah, man. Shout out again to the sneaker history.
Oh yeah,
Discord.
yes.
Good people. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.
I appreciate it.
All right, see ya.
Yeah.